everybody. Welcome back to Audio Underground. This is episode 17. I'm your host, Black Jackson, and we have another incredibly strong lineup for you today with a few returning members of the Sonic Scout Radio family. We have Dan Pritchard coming back, Ocean Rivera, Jarebear, Sarah Again's here. Before we get into the music, though, I do want to take a minute to talk to you about something a little bit seasonal. I know it's early. We still got a few leaves on the trees. They're very colorful right now, but they're on the trees as opposed to on the ground or underneath snow. But whatever, it's never too soon to start thinking about the holidays and finding something truly meaningful for the people that you care about. This year, Sonic Scout Radio is offering the Holiday Airplay Stocking Stuffer. That's right, it's your chance to sponsor airplay for your favorite musician, whether that's your friend, family member, someone in your circle chasing that dream, whatever the case is. This is an incredible way to help get their music heard by thousands of listeners all over the world. Just head on over to my Linktree, linktree.com/blackjackson. That's blckjcksn. It's just Black Jackson with no vowels. You'll find everything you need to purchase a Sonic Scout Radio feature and all the other links for Audio Underground and Sonic Scout Radio in one place. These slots will fill up fast, and I want to make sure that the Audio Underground family gets first shot at supporting the artists that they love. All right, let's get to it.
Hey, this is Sarah again on Audio Underground with Black Jackson. Here's my song, This Is It. I hope you enjoy, and thanks for listening.
Ready, set. 3, 2, 1. I'm in the kitchen and I'm staring into space, thinking about all of the lies I learned that earned me my straight A's. No doubt about it, babe, I was so fucking smart, regurgitating information of the mind, but not the heart. You will not find the light without getting lost in the dark. You will not find your peace without pulling yourself apart. Yeah, I'm in the sunroom and I find no sun in sight, but I'll dance with all the raindrops that for so long I would fight. Eternal bliss, eternal this, seal this second with a kiss. Now is everything dear, why try to resist? You will not find your path until you feel your turn is missed. Yeah, I'm in the bathroom and I'm staring at my face, thinking about all of the lies I told myself as I have aged. You only need to look pretty for the people who can't love you as you are. You will not find your peace without feeling you're a work of art. Eternal bliss, eternal this, seal this second with a kiss. Put your seconds first. 3, 2, 1. This is it. This is it. This is it. Yeah, this is it.
That was This Is It from Sarah Again. She's a stay-at-home mom, a songwriter, a storyteller who's been turning life's chaos into absolutely beautiful music. Sarah grew up in New Jersey, not far from Philadelphia. She started writing poetry when she was just 7 years old. Over time, those poems became songs, honest reflections of the kind of feelings most of us don't talk about out loud. After moving to Florida in 2021 with her husband and kids, Sarah began writing again almost daily once her youngest started walking, and what started as therapy quickly turned into a calling. She launched her social media presence in late 2023, and not long after, Cyndi Lauper herself, if you remember, I've told you this before, Cyndi Lauper herself reposted Sarah's ukulele cover of Girls Just Wanna Have Fun on TikTok. How cool is that? A moment that gave her the confidence to keep creating and sharing. And earlier this year, one of her Instagram reels pulled in more than 1.5 million views, hundreds of messages from listeners all over the world, and with all that, the encouragement that led to her debut album, Stringing Myself Together, released in May of 2025 and produced by Enrique Deloro. Sarah uses her background in healthcare to connect her art to real emotion, kindness, empathy, and the reminder that we all need a song to get us through what we're feeling. You can find her music streaming everywhere, or grab a vinyl or digital copy of Stringing Myself Together at sarahagain.com. She's also at Sarah Again Radio on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Thank you very much for sending that in, Sarah Again. Always a pleasure working with you. So much more amazing independent music coming up on Audio Underground right here on Sonic Scout Radio. You might remember this next artist from a few episodes back, Dan Pritchard out of Los Angeles, who first joined the Audio Underground family with his single By My Side. Dan's one of those independent artists who literally does it all himself, writing, recording, producing right from his own basement. His newest track, Spend My Nights, follows that same DIY spirit. It was recorded in the same space and even has a self-filmed video to go along with it, plus an animated lyric video, both up now on YouTube. You can find the song on all major streaming platforms, and everything Dan's been working on, including the videos, is collected on his website, danpritchardmusic.com. He's also been putting a band together in LA, rehearsing these tracks live, laying the groundwork for a future full-length album that'll include both of these songs. Here's Dan Pritchard with Spend My Nights.
When I hear you close that door, the day can seem so long. Counting hours waiting for when you finally come home. The fork to my spoon, I get to see soon. Telling the truth, only wanna spend my nights with you. 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 If you're a few minutes late, or where something's gone wrong, I need to know that you're safe. My fears uproll on the fork to my spoon. I get to see soon, telling the truth. Only wanna spend my nights with you. 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 All the struggles of daily life don't feel as much a burden at night. Some kind of magic is what we own, having you close. Too many days in our seat before the weekend arrives. We need to wait patiently to recharge our insides. Fork to my spoon, I get to see soon. I'm telling the truth. Only wanna spend my nights with you. Only wanna
Oh, yes, that's what I'm talking about. That was Dan Pritchard with Spend My Nights. Now, when you've been on Audio Underground twice, that's not just repeat business. That's family. Dan's officially an Audio Underground hero and champion. And if you've been following his journey, you know why. Amazing. Thank you, Dan, for all the kind words that you always have to say about Audio Underground. Thank you for being part of this show. Dan grew up in Wilkes-Barre, Wilkes-Barre, Wilkes-Barre. I don't know, depending on who you ask, pronunciation might change a little bit. It's been debated for decades, so maybe next time Dan's back on the show, we'll have him settle it once and for all. But if you're from the area or have an opinion on it, hey, I'd love to hear it. Call or text the studio line at 612-430-3557, or you can hit us up at WhatsApp at 1-612-430-3557. We will get to the bottom of it. Dan was surrounded by music from the start. His grandmother ran a music shop. Dad was a musician and a technician. Home was full of vinyl. Bowie, Petty, The Beatles, White Album. He picked up his first guitar at 9, started writing at 10, never stopped. After leading his longtime band, The Modern Age, through the East Coast and Los Angeles indie scenes, Dan eventually settled into his basement studio at the edge of LA County, where he wrote, performed, and produced his solo debut, Millennial Melees, a culmination of everything he's learned along the way. You can find more of Dan's work, including the DIY videos for Spend My Nights and By My Side, at danpritchardmusic.com, and follow him on social media at Dan Pritchard Music. Once again, that was Dan Pritchard with Spend My Nights. Up next, we have Jarebear. He was with us a few months ago. He had a song on here called Box Cutter. Man, it gets stuck in my head. I just love that song. This time, he's here with us to share his brand new track. You know what? I'm just going to let him introduce it. Jarebear, what do you have for us?
Hey, it's me, Jarebear, here to show you the title track for my upcoming EP, Big Pretender, on Sonic Scout Radio with your host, blckjcksn. The EP drops on Halloween, and this track you're about to hear is out now on all streaming platforms. So let's get in the mood for spooky season with some Big Pretender.
I'm a big pretender, a means to an ender. I return your sender. I'm a real backbender limbo, and I feel so low, and I move so slowly. Tell me what's your fear? Do you feel like you're looking in a mirror?
I like it, yes, well, I love it. Oh, well, I hate it.
I'm above it.
I'm so dramatic, see through the static.
Get you to love me till
You're an addict.
so long, farewell. I know you're thinking right, but before you turn out the light, make sure you say goodnight. I'm a big pretender, a means to an ender. I return your sender. I'm a real backbender limbo, and I feel so low, and I move so slowly. Tell me what's your fear? Do you feel like you're looking in a mirror?
All the me's in the front. Let me see you get nasty. All the me's in the back.
Just stay in the back, please. Now everybody shake, everybody shake.
Now everybody shake, everybody shake.
And if you're looking for the exit, well, it's this way.
But you shouldn't really listen to what I say.
I'm a big pretender, a means to an ender. I return your sender. I'm a real backbender limbo, and I feel so low, and I move so slowly. Tell me what's your fear? Do you feel like you're looking in a mirror?
Everybody shake, everybody shake, everybody shake. Everybody shake, everybody shake. Everybody shake, everybody shake.
That was Jarebear with Big Pretender. Jarebear's an experienced genre bender out of Baltimore, Maryland, blending everything from orchestra and jazz ensembles to garage bands and a cappella roots into his sound. He's been producing his own music since he was about 15. You can find him on TikTok and Instagram at Jarebear779. Go show him some love and dive deeper into his world. He's got some pretty cool stuff out there, and he's just kind of a funny dude. Like, you got to check out his TikToks. They're amazing. I share them all the time. If you're not following me on TikTok, please do that as well. I'm at blckjcksn, blckjcksn, if you don't know. And hey, while we're at it, a huge thank you to all the artists who've come back to be part of Audio Underground again. That's today's show, previous shows where we've had repeat artists. Thank you so much. That tells me we're doing something right here at Sonic Scout Radio, connecting with the kind of independent artists who are shaping the underground in real time. Audio Underground is a proud home of these amazing, true indie artists, and I couldn't be more proud to feature each one of them right here. You know, I've been talking long enough. It's still all about introducing you to new music, so let's do it. This is Brock Taylor with You're Still With Him on Audio Underground.
My mistake, honestly. I've been calling your phone for days on a break. So you say that's what you're calling it while he's away. I'm not falling for your shit. You're still with him. I taste it on your lips. You're such a bitch. You won't stop for nothing at all until you get a bad phone call. I'm not falling for your shit, 'cause I know you're still with him, and I'll call it what it is. I'm not falling for your tricks. Ho, ho, ho. Not falling for your tricks. Ho, ho, ho. Can you imagine how you'd feel if he found out you were here, running around with his old friend? He'd probably beat my ass for days, break my nose and bruise my face. I don't think he'd take it well. So I'm not falling for your shit. You're still with him. I taste it on your lips. You're such a bitch. You won't stop for nothing at all until you get a bad phone call. I'm not falling for your shit, 'cause I know you're still with them, and I'll call it what it is. I'm not falling for your tricks. I'm not falling for your tricks. You're such a bitch. I'm not falling for your tricks. I'm not falling for your. I'm not falling for your tricks. I'm not falling for your tricks.
That was Brock Taylor with You're Still With Him. Brock was kind enough to send me a wonderful email kind of talking about this song little bio, little background on him. I really appreciate the thought and care he put into it. He told me this one blends the folk and alternative indie sounds he grew up on, that it came from an old high school relationship, the kind of story most of us can relate to at some point. He said writing it helped him let go of a few of those bottled up feelings of anger and regret, and maybe it'll help somebody else do the same. There's a music video for the song already written and set to be filmed soon, and Brock's got 2 more singles coming before the end of the year, Run For Your Life dropping Halloween Day, and Broken Tired later this year. Tell you what, there's going to be some good music coming out on Halloween Day. He's out of Milan, Tennessee. You can find Brock on all the socials at Brock Taylor Music, and I can't wait to have him back on the show. That's Brock Taylor, everybody, another incredible independent artist right here on Audio Underground, where real stories and real songs still matter. All right, we're going to switch gears a little bit here. If you're listening through headphones or on a car stereo, go ahead and turn this shit up. This next band is called As Rome Burns. They're a 4-piece out of London, blending grunge, punk, modern alt-rock with that gritty DIY edge. They formed just last year in 2024. They're already making serious noise in the London scene. These guys sold out legendary grassroots venues like the Hope and Anchor, where Joy Division and U2 played their first London gigs. Their debut EP, Reactor, was recorded down in Brighton at Salvation Studios. Yeah, that's the same place where, David Gilmour's recorded Wet Leg, Shame. This EP is exactly what they set out to make, a reflection of 21st century life, raw, chaotic, emotional. And this track, I Think You Should Leave, is the wild card. It's got that Rage Against the Machine meets early Chili Peppers punch with a layered wah pedal solo that rolls like a wave, a sound trick that they say has never been used on a major release before. I have not listened to every single major release, so I'm going to take their word for it, but that's pretty cool. It's heavy, it's heartfelt, it's a celebration of the people who help keep the wolves at bay when life starts closing in. Here's As Rome Burns with I Think You Should Leave. Turn it up.
Just chemtrails pouring in. You didn't want me then, but the way you want me now. You wish I was still
Hell yeah, that was As Rome Burns with I Think You Should Leave. If that didn't wake you up, I don't know what will. These guys are coming straight out of London's underground, doing it, the DIY way, the Sonic Scout Radio way, authentic, completely independent. Their debut EP, Reactor, captures everything that makes them one of the most exciting new bands in the UK right now. They've been selling out iconic venues like I mentioned before, the Hope and Anchor. They've been recording in the same studios as some of the legends like Dave Gilmour. If you want to keep up with what they're doing next, and why the hell wouldn't you, follow them on TikTok and Instagram at As Rome Burns Band. That's As Rome Burns, holding the torch for modern alt-rock and proving once again that the underground lives. Alright, this next artist should sound familiar. Ocean Rivera. We featured his debut single Rain not too long ago, and he's back with his second release, Forever Gone. Ocean's a singer-songwriter with a ton of heart and ear for melody. He told me this one's a song about letting them go, and you can definitely hear that. Straight out of his first wave of releases, ready to make some noise. Here's Ocean Rivera with Forever Gone.
Forever gone, forever gone. I'm moving on, leaving you. I'm leaving you. You're leaving me, and I'm at home all alone. You're without you, I'm losing me, forever lost, and I feel wrong. Forever gone, you're forever gone. I'm moving on, done with you. You won't be strong, you'll be lost. No, you won't be strong without laying in my arms, but I'll be strong. Yeah, I'll be strong, knowing you'll be gone. Forever gone, forever gone, forever lost. I know I'm strong now that I've moved on.
That was Ocean Rivera with Forever Gone. What a gorgeous track. It's his second single, following up Rain, another gorgeous track. Together they're building a sound that's just amazing. You can find Ocean Rivera on Spotify, of course, streaming everywhere. He's on social media, TikTok and Instagram at Ocean Rivera Music. Give him a follow, stream that music, keep an eye out for what's next. That's some really good stuff. That's Ocean Rivera right here on Audio Underground. Keeping it moving right here with Lennox Hills. This is Novocaine.
I'm in the background standing by, waiting for someone to call. Stuck in this cycle, just wondering what to say again. 'Cause I can't think of it. Chock full of secrets, blackout curtains keep me here in the now. The
That was Lenox Hills with Novocaine. These guys, brothers Luca and Packy Mullen out of Nashville, have this great way of blending that southern grit with a kind of dreamy, introspective indie sound. You can hear a little bit of Radiohead, maybe some Kings of Leon, even a touch of War on Drugs in their stuff. They've had a big year too. Earlier in 2025, they dropped a couple of singles just like In December and Are We Good to Go? Two songs that really showed both sides of what they can do. One's kind of a slow, moody build-up full of nostalgia, and the other's kind of a sharper, louder, more cathartic sort of track. And then Novocaine kind of ties it all together. Honest, emotional, wide open. If you're not already following them, hit them up on Instagram and TikTok at Lenox Hills Band. You can check them out on all the streaming platforms as well. That's Lenox Hills right here on Audio Underground. Thank you to them for sending that song in. All right, coming up next, a band that packs heat, soul, and some serious rock and roll energy. This is Greg and Good Company out of Los Angeles, fronted by Greg Gilman, who's been compared to the likes of, believe it or not, Bruce Springsteen, the Lumineers, and Marcus Mumford. You're going to hear why. Their music hits that sweet spot where Americana meets modern rock. A lot of warmth, a lot of big hooks, a little storytelling going on. This one's a perfect example. Here's Waste My Time.
Day, week after week, one day I binge, the next day I sleep, but I wanted to wake up, I wanted to go out in the world, to be alive, to feel the sun and wind as I drive, but I slept through the sunset, and then I got high. I don't wanna waste my time, no way. Hey! I don't know when I can quit. Every day I wake up just to treat it like shit, making no excuses and pretend I'm not sick. I don't wanna waste my time, no way. Weeks into months, a month from a year, I doubled my debt and tripled my fear. Failure is coming, and I'll be to blame. I worked until noon, turned on the tube, I ate my lunch and napped in the noon. Then I slept through the sunset, because I got high. I don't wanna waste my time, no way. Hey! Every time I try to wake up, I find another reason I should keep my eyes shut. Tomorrow is a reason not to ever give up. I don't wanna waste my time, no way. Every time I try to wake up, I find another reason I should keep my eyes shut. Tomorrow is a reason not to ever give up. I don't wanna waste my time, no way. I don't wanna waste my time, no way. I don't wanna waste my time, no way.
That was Greg and Good Company with Waste My Time. Big, cinematic melodies, heartfelt lyrics. Yeah, you can almost picture yourself sitting in some sweaty, seedy LA club listening to that band. Very cool. Greg and the crew have been building some serious buzz lately. Their single Change, I Know, even premiered on 88.5 FM's The SoCal Sound, landed on Grimy Goods' list of favorite songs of 2025. If none of that makes any sense to you, that's fine. Just know that that song kicks ass. You should check it out. Stream them everywhere. You can also keep up with them on Spotify and TikTok at Greg in Good Co. So yeah, check those guys out. You can also visit their website, gregingoodcompany.com. That's Greg in Good Company right here on Audio Underground, where the indie spirit stays loud. All right, this next one comes from a band that refuses to fit inside any single box. That's exactly why I love them. This is Alpine Butterfly. They started back in 2023 when Jared Lee, Tyler Carlisle, and Austin Sprinkle got together in southern Indiana. decided to chase a bigger scene down there in Nashville, Tennessee. They call themselves a band without genre. You'll hear a bit of indie, pop, rock, R&B, and even a little bit of psychedelic twist in their sound. This track is a perfect example of what that freedom sounds like. Here's Alpine Butterfly with Good Morning Sun.
Inside the emptiness from a doubt and regret. Maybe I should stop wasting time. But I'm stuck inside the sun that's blowing in my face. Maybe someday to come down and show the human race what they've been missing out on for a good long while. So what about today? 'Cause you're not promised tonight. Apocalypse will come, but only in your mind. When you're gonna understand that you're just wasting time. This is no short story, no fairy tale lie. Could somebody turn on the lights and make sure that we're not blind? So somebody turn out the light.
That was Alpine Butterfly with Good Morning Sun. You can really hear how they blend all those influences into that sound. It's super cool. It just seems effortless. These guys are doing things their own way out of Nashville, just getting started. Please keep up with them. You can follow them on TikTok and Instagram at Alpine Butterfly. And that's an I at the end of fly instead of a Y. So Alpine Butterfly with an I, a band without genre, right here on Audio Underground on Sonic Scout Radio, where the boundaries don't matter. Only the music does. All right, up next, we've got a track by Baltzy. He's a rapper, singer based out of Kansas City. This is actually his 21st single in 1.5 years. Holy cow. I don't know how he's doing it. Staying busy for sure. Here's Baltzy with Rocket or a Missile.
About to blast off like a rocket or a missile. Looking at me sideways cause you don't see the issue. Damn, you could be holding my hand. I'm about to blast off like a rocket or a missile. Looking at me sideways cause you don't see the issue. Damn, you could have been up here. Am I hiding from my demons? Well, nah. Can I bring them to my show and tell? Nah. I'm asking Siri if I need some help. Wow, these long ass days dragging me, they dragging me down. If I build a rocket ship, then who will use it? Hey, which planet we going to? We pick and choose it. I'm ready to take off, but I can't find the fuses. It's hiding somewhere. How the fuck I lose it? And you are showing me that I can be a leader and not someone you feed off. I simply think that you can't bother me. I'm thankful every day that you done crossed the line and disrespected me. Now you see me on TV, I get escorts from police, $1,000 tips to waiters. That shit don't bother me. Yeah, that shit don't bother. Yeah, that shit don't bother. Yeah, that shit don't bother me. Cause I'm about to blast off like a rocket or a missile. Looking at me sideways cause you don't see the issue. Damn, you could be holding my hand. I'm about to blast off like a rocket or a missile. Looking at me sideways cause you don't see the issue. Damn, you could have been up here. Highs and the lows, but when we die, no one knows where we go. So I don't know why. Why am I so hard on myself? I'm vested. When I die, bury me inside a Louis casket. I am not alive, I died in past tense. The future me lost my mind and I quit. No explanation, I'm on thin ice. I might sell my soul one day, yeah I might. Well shit, let me think about it. Oh, what's my price? I want eternity light, I want eternity light. So maybe not for me. I've fallen in love with me. I also love the earth, but I made the choice to leave and blast off into eternity. About to blast off like a rocket or a missile. Looking at me sideways cause you don't see the issue. Damn, you could be holding my hand. I'm about to blast off like a rocket or a missile. Looking at me sideways cause you don't see the issue. Damn, you could have been up here.
That was Baltzy with Rocket or a Missile. If you like that, you'll want to follow his journey. He's out of KC, working hard, staying independent for now, and clearly making music on his own terms. Find Baltzy on TikTok at Baltzy, that's BALTZY.official. Go give him a follow, stream his music all over the place. That's Baltzy right here on Audio Underground. Next up is a band that knows how to bring the atmosphere from ethereal guitar lines to immersive vocals. Here's Bloom with Touch Me.
My time
Bloom with Touch Me. Follow those guys on Instagram and TikTok at Bloom the Band. That's BLUHM, by the way. Check out more of their music on all the streaming platforms. Bloom right here on Audio Underground. All right, we're wrapping things up tonight with a band that captures everything I love about independent music. Their Spotify profile says nothing except no label, no management, just 4 mates and a lot of noise. I love that. This is Sixth Day. This is their song, Stella. Turn it up. It's a perfect way to close out the show.
Stella called me in the rain. She said it's over. I said come on, not again. She said I told you one too many times and I won't change my mind. You call it heartbreak, I call it everything and more. You took my heart, babe, sold it for parts, threw it out the door. And now the lights are on and no one's in, and there's a picture of you and him by the door. What the hell are you waiting for? Stella called me in the rain. She said it's over. I said come on, not again. She said I told you one too many times and I won't change my mind. You said you've been there, done it, seen it all before, and now you're laughing, crying, screaming down my door. And you could say you didn't want it, you could say you never had it, you could say that you're one of a kind. And now the lights are on, but no one's in, and there's a picture of you and him by the door. What the hell are you waiting for? Stella called me in the rain. She said it's over. I said come on, not again. She said I told you one too many times and I won't change my mind. What the hell are you waiting for? Stella called me in the rain. She said it's over. I said come on, not again. She said I told you one too many times and I won't change my mind.
That was Sixth Day with Stella. Great way to end the show tonight. You can find them on Instagram and TikTok, both at Sixth Day Band. Go give them a follow. Tell them Audio Underground sent you. And hey, before we shut it down for the night, I want to thank you for being here. Every week, this little corner of Sonic Scout Radio keeps growing because of people like you who care about independent music and the stories behind it. If you want to help us keep that going, check out my Patreon or Coffee pages. Links are at sonicscoutradio.com. Just go to the presenter pages. You'll see me. You'll see my links there. Help support us. That's what keeps the lights on, the servers humming, and the spotlight shining on the artists who deserve it. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram. TikTok is at blckjcksn. Instagram is at audio.underground. You'll get some exclusive content. You'll be kept up on the show schedule and everything you need to know about Audio Underground. And hey, listen, with the holidays creeping up, here's an idea. If you know someone who's been writing, recording, just quietly dreaming of maybe getting their song on the air, your friend, maybe it's your kid or your cousin, your partner, maybe it's even you, send it in. You could be the reason their music gets broadcast to thousands of listeners all over the world. A Sonic Scout Radio feature makes the perfect stocking stuffer. It's personal, it's meaningful, and let's be honest, it's cheaper than a pair of socks. I'm Black Jackson. This has been Audio Underground, a place where real independent music finds its frequency. Thanks for listening. Take care of each other, and I'll see you next week.